Hello, it's me again, Duras001. Yeah, big, big Star Trek fan. Duras is a character from Star Trek. 001 is the board designation of Earth. Hmm? Go ahead and call me a geek or a nerd if you want to. I really don't care. I've heard it all before. Um, this is kind of a part two of what I was saying a minute ago. So I just finished recording a video and used all 10 minutes of it and ran out of time before I finished my ranting. Oh. You know that one video I had where it's got me doing that? Yeah. It's me talking about um, YouTube's videos of Gay God. Like you're, talking about buying shirts because he's having to ride the podunk train. Yeah, he needs that money to afford that vegan lifestyle. Because let me tell you, that shit ain't cheap. And he can't afford that shit without you. He needs you. He needs your money to buy his vegan shirts so that he can afford to buy vegan shit. Yeah. Veganism is really expensive. It's really expensive. Anyways, mm-hmm. Yeah, well, if you watched my last video, um, you learned I'm a practicing Buddhist. Richard the Lionheart was sleeping with the Prince of France. Richard the Lionheart, the idol of Christendom, let me just toss that out there, was sleeping with the Prince of France. Um, it's it just baffles me at sometimes how people just are really stupid. It is really stupid. And how messed up the law system is. Okay, read the newspaper, watching the news, do it a lot. I like to kind of stay in the know as much as I can. So, there was these two kids, these two teenage kids. They carried a rock. Well, it wasn't really. They didn't carry a rock. They carried like a damn small sized boulder um, to an overpass over a highway or an interstate. And they sat there and they held the rock there at the edge of the bridge, and when a car came driving by, they dropped it. Well, the rock went smashing through this lady's window. As she drive down the interstate, hopefully listen to Cher, having a good time, thinking she's like, oh, life is great. My kids are doing well in sports. My kids are doing well in school. My husband he's a wonderful man. He takes care of me. He's everything I've ever wanted. Out of nowhere, this rock comes through her window and kills her. Yeah. Unfortunately, it killed her. Well, the two kids got like 5 years probation. 5 years of supervised probation. And the judge who oversaw this incident dubbed that a rock is not a lethal weapon. That's why they got 5 years probation. It's not a knife. It's not a gun. Uh, like, those are considered lethal weapons. This judge considered a rock not a lethal weapon. So the kids got 5 years of supervised probation for killing a lady who was driving down the road. Sitting there probably thinking, oh, I've almost paid off my house. I'm almost out of debt. You know, just imagine what was running through her mind. All happy thoughts, probably. That was probably the last thing that she ever thought. I'm gonna die today. It's really sad. Here's another quick story. Okay, there was a car. These people are stealing a radiator out of this man's car. Well, the getaway car had backed up into this man's driveway. In the driver's seat of the getaway car was a pregnant woman. In the next seat was a small kid. Yeah, it sounds like a joke. It's really not. In the back seat was a man. The back passenger seat was empty. Because the back passenger seat man was the one stealing the radiator. Well, the man in the house, who just happened to get up, for some bizarro reason, he heard something, I don't know. He come to the window and saw the man stealing the radiator out of his car. So he gets his rifle, which was licensed. He was licensed to own the rifle in every right and legality. Whatever you want to say to me, keep it to yourself. Because he had the right to own the rifle. It wasn't illegal. So anyways, he stepped out the front door just as the man was like trying to carry the radiator or whatever the hell he was doing. He was trying to get to the car somehow. And he was still in the man's property. So, the guy with the rifle in the house threatened to shoot. Well, the guy still in the radiator didn't stop. So, he shot at the man stealing his radiator out of his car. Well, it's really odd, but it happened. Okay, well, it grazed the leg of the man stealing the radiator. And it's kind of bizarre. I don't quite know how it happened. I read it in the newspaper. They didn't go into detail. You know how newspapers are. Blotchy stories here and there. I don't know. It went through the windshield, through the driver's seat, killed the pregnant woman, killed her and the baby. And so, thanks to our messed up judicial system, they got the man in the house who was having his radiator stole, who was defending his property, for 2 counts of first-degree murder. It's messed up. You know, for one, it's really sad that someone who is stealing a radiator would bring a pregnant woman to drive the getaway car. That in the first sense is really sad. But then the man defending his property, which I would defend my property if someone was stealing my stuff. I would defend my property. I would hope the law would be on my side, but apparently it's not.